Hello and welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda and we're here again with another series and video on the Orphan Block Challenge. Now I know this pile is not moving at all and you're sitting there, oh good grief, what is she doing? But it's going to be worth every bit of it. Now occasionally you go through your orphan blocks, and I got blocks from Guild Sister that I'm not quite sure what to do with, so I decided to amend or create something new out of that block. And sometimes when you're working with orphan blocks, you have to kind of think outside the box to make something else happen. But first, before we get to that, I want to introduce you or reintroduce you to Fallon from Sew Be It. Now Fallon and I did a stitch marathon a couple of years ago or a year ago, and we had so much fun. And she's building her YouTube channel, which will be in the show notes below. So when you go check her out over there, tell her that Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you. Now, we also have a Facebook group. We're sharing lots of pictures and fun every day. The group is growing very quickly, and we have virtual sew dates within the group. Now, the other thing you could do is you could like, share, and subscribe these videos. If you think these are useful and you're having fun with these ideas and playing with your orphan blocks, please share, like, and subscribe. We are going to get into other content once I get past all the string blocks I've made. So, come on in, let's get to the sewing. Okay, so this is the block I found in the orphan blocks. Now, it's beautiful green fabric with just a lovely little, like it's a drunkard's path construction, and it went together. It was there, and I was like, it needs something else. So what I decided to do is I decided to go grab my Heat and Bond box of all the Heat and Bond stuff, and I have this silvery embellished fabric. It's kind of got like silvery leaves or whatever on it. And what I'm going to do is I went to the clip art on the internet, and I picked up this. I decided, okay, I needed just a black silhouette of a cat that would go on here, and it's going to be a silver cat, right, but when it's done. Now, depending on how you sew this, so my Heat and Bond is on this side, so my cat will be oriented this way. Now, if you cut it where the other direction, you'll have the cat pointing this way, where the cat will be up around you. Because I want good contrast in this block, I'm going to put the cat this way, and then that way you'll be able to see both the white silver cat, right, with that silvery thing, and the moon, right? So, grab your fabric scissors, or not your fabric scissors, your paper scissors, because this is going to take a little bit of, you know, time to cut out. Now, we played with this a bit, and I told my husband I needed it to be around 6 inches high. Now, I don't have a pattern for this. I don't know if this is free source or what, but sometimes, you know, when you're doing these, you just gotta have fun with these blocks. You know, it's not always about, you know, sew and making quilts and all the rest of the stuff. Sometimes it's about just having fun. And I think this kind of thing is perfect. I'm going to get a smaller scissor. My Teflon scissor is probably better suited for this, as I turn that real sharp corner and I get this out of the way. There we go. Now, in order to make a cat, it doesn't even have to be perfect. It just has to be cat-ish like, right? So, yeah, okay, now I'll switch back to the paper scissors. As we race down to the tail. Yeah, I thought of this and I thought, yeah, cat sitting in a full moon, wouldn't that be cute? Or, well, quarter moon, I guess. It's not a full moon, right? Because it's not a, but it's kind of fun to put an art block into a child's quilt, because they get a different appreciation of quilting, that it's been an art form, not, you know, something to keep them warm, right? Now we want to be careful not to cut the cat's tail off, so I'm switching back to the Teflon scissors. These, I love these Fiskars Teflons. My gosh. I cut through just about anything and numerous layers of stuff. Now, because I'm using a heat and bond light, once I get this all clipped out, I might want to use my smaller scissors again around the ears. Yeah, let's do the smaller scissors around the ears. You know, I was thinking what would be cute is that was a big ball of yarn and have a bunch of white strings coming off of it, but I thought, no, it's just an art block. Let's do something. Keep it simple, not crazy, not crazy hard. Because I tend to go off sometimes and do, what have I done? Okay, right around the ears here I've got, oh, I didn't catch it. Ah, I see. Okay. Take your time when you're doing these, because you don't want to lop off an ear all of a sudden, because it kind of looks like a little Siamese cat, right? I did not cut across the top of the head in the fabric, so now I'm trying to very carefully cut. So there we go. Like, this PDF is not going to be in the show notes because I'm not sure if it's open source or not. So there's the black. Now the black doesn't show up because there's not enough contrast between the black cat and the dark green background, but the white cat and the dark green background will look lovely. Now I'm just going to take my time. Oops, this did not get enough point. There. Just, all it has to be is cat-like. So I'm going to quickly run over to the ironing board and set my heat and bond, and then I'll come back and we'll stitch around it. Okay, now I have this and it's ironed on, and it's ironed on. It's not going to be going anywhere. You have to excuse that glaring. Here, I'll put this on it. It'll be fine. There you go. You're not going to be blinded by that glaring light. Okay, so you don't want to start at an ear or, you know, some tip or, you know, something that's going to be hard to cover. Now I have a pale mauve fabric thread, which is fine for this, what we're doing. And you just want to go back. Now all you're going to do is follow the outside line just to make sure it's secured in place. The heat and bond usually will stay. This is kind of like doing a raw edge applique, a cheater way to do raw edge applique. And you know, it does give a nice effect, and you get a cute little fast little cute block, you know, in not too much time at all. Yeah, I still can't believe I found another cache of orphan blocks and these are orphan blocks that need to be made into orphan blocks. It's the Great Leader Ender project. What can I say? Okay, and get back to the cat. And it doesn't take long to do this. It really doesn't. There. Now, if you wanted to, you could put in other details. You know, like whiskers and whatnot. You know, you can have a lot of fun with this. Little pink, you know, ears. You know, put a little bit of pink paint in the ear. You know, if you wanted. That's all entirely up to you. Oh. Now, when you're doing the curve, remember you're steering. I need one more stitch. There. Now once this is washed, the quilt is washed, this block probably won't lift up because it's been heat and bonded down. But I mean, it is a cute, fast way of making something. I could have made a Scotty dog or something, but I thought, okay, let's just, if this was a moon, you know, I love cats, so that's kind of, actually I haven't met an animal I didn't like yet, so. We had a chinchilla for years that I just loved. And in the wild, chinchillas live 12 years. Ours was 20 something. Kind of just like it. We took good care of it and everything. We just spoke volumes of the care it got, but she was getting old and geriatric. And here, okay. Here we go. Now we're done. And just like that, we are done. And we can get on to our ta-da moment. Okay, here's our big ta-da moment, the cat block. And sometimes you have to take these blocks, these orphan blocks, and just change them up a bit. Give them a little, you know, a twist and do your own thing. This came together very quickly, just out of clip art I found on the internet. Now, we're not going to put this particular cat in the Facebook, the show notes below, because I don't know who owns it, but you pick it out and then you expand it to how tall you want it or whatever, and there you go. You've got some cute little art block pieces that you can sew down very quickly with just some heat and bond and some fabric. Now I pulled the heat and bond out of my heat and bond scrap box. So all of my, in that box, everything's got heat and bond already on it. So this comes together really quick. My husband says there should be something else in there, and I'm not sure whether I want to put a ball of wool or whatever, but this will give you an idea of what you can do with these blocks if you're you've got blocks and you're kind of like, well, I wish I could dress that one up a bit. Well, you can. It's easy. We did some art blocks because I'm still trying to get through all the string blocks. And then we'll start seeing some bigger differences through here, because once we get past all the string blocks, which are coming up in the next 2 Wednesdays, we'll start getting some more of this out of the way. And it won't look like I'm adding, because I have been adding a lot just to make stuff look better. Like this one now is finished, this one here. And I think it looks stunning. Everybody who's seen it just loves it. They just think, oh my God, what beautiful piecing. And that was out of stuff that people would throw in the garbage. So, until we see each other again, you guys have an absolutely amazing week. Okay, take care. Bye. My husband and I would love to thank you for coming along with us on our quilting journey and the YouTube adventure that we're on. We have some wonderful plans for 2023, and it includes a lot more, like with the Facebook group and the rooms feature and sewing and hanging out with people. Those monthly Zoom sew dates are still in the works. We have a lot of fun ideas coming up for 2023, and we hope you share, like, and subscribe with your friends. That little notification button and subscribing to us really helps us out. Commenting helps us out too. So if you like what you're seeing, let us know. Even send us a heart on the comment. That helps so much for us. Okay, you have an absolutely fabulous 2023, and all of our best wishes for you in the future. Okay, take care. Bye.